What's going on, guys? It's your boy Pizza, and before we get into this video, I just want to have a special thank you to EA Sports for flying me down to Orlando and giving me the opportunity to play Madden 19 and specifically jump into Madden Ultimate Team, which I'm going to be talking about with you guys today. Now, they did provide us with some visuals, so we're going to be able to show you what Ultimate Team is going to look like, including these specific topics that we're going to go over. They wanted me to point out, though, that this is still a work in progress and nothing's final, so I just had to throw that out there. There's going to be 4 new features that I'm going to be able to go over with you guys. Number 1 being solo battles. Number 2 is player upgrades. Number 3, they have squad versus computer challenges. And last but not least, they have 8 new lineup positions coming to Ultimate Team and also franchise mode. And then there's one little bonus thing that they threw in that we could talk about a little bit later towards the end. I said we just jump into our topics in order, and it just so happens that the first thing is actually my personal favorite new addition to Ultimate Team, and that's going to be solo battles. I like to think of solo battles as somewhat similar to Weekend League, except for you're doing solo challenges versus the computer. This is how solo battles is going to work. So you're going to get 13 games every single week, 5 games on Monday. You can refresh them and replay 4 more on Wednesday, and then another 4 more on Friday. Now, you're not just trying to beat the computer, you're trying to do the best you can to get the highest battle score. Now, battle score. So speaking of this, you're going to want to get the highest battle score possible to rank the highest in the leaderboards. Now, this is accumulated by 2 different things. Number 1, your different in-game stats, and also the difficulty which you choose. If you're doing your challenges on All Madden instead of All Pro, you're obviously going to get a higher battle score for that game, but do be warned though, you only get 1 chance at each of these 13 games throughout the week, so if you lose, your battle score might get wrecked. Therefore, you got to be confident, you got to be locked in for these games. There's no redoing them. Out of the 13 games, there's going to be 1 featured opponent every single week, and this game is going to get you the highest battle score, so if you're short on time, you can only play a couple games. As far as I can tell, this is going to be the one that you guys are going to want to play. The coolest thing about it is that these games can feature any of your favorite YouTubers or different influencers from the Madden community. In these featured games, you'll be able to take on the team that we have in our lineups. The last thing, which I really think you guys are going to like a lot, is that EA is going to be randomly selecting teams every single week from your active lineups, so your team can be in these solo battles. Let's move on to the next topic, which is a big one, so make sure you stick with me with this one. It's going to be player upgrades. Let's be real for a second. The player upgrades for Madden 18, they were stupid. I don't even know if I could say that or not, but it's true. You know, you spend all your coins on a player you really want, then you go and power him up, and all of a sudden he's NAT. You can't sell him anymore. The system was just broken, you know? Let's be real. I'm actually super hyped to let you guys know that things are finally going to be changing. It is about dang time. There's a lot to talk about whenever it comes to player upgrades. I guess we could start it off with something that's really important. There's going to be a new currency, and it's going to be known as training. The main way to get these points of training is going to be by discarding players. You know, you have the bronze cards, the silver cards that nobody uses later in the game. You're no longer going to be discarding them for coins, but for this other currency that's going to help you upgrade your better players on your team. I was lucky enough to be provided some assets so I can show you exactly how this whole power-up process is going to work. On the screen, you guys see a 70 overall Le'Veon Bell. Now, he is a power-up item, which is a little bit different. It means you can not only upgrade your chemistries, but you can also upgrade his overall. As you can see, there are different tiers. Each tier is going to cost a specific amount of points and or cards that you might have to throw in to upgrade your player. In this instance, we threw in a core elite Le'Veon Bell to get the final tier 10 of the Lev Bell that we are going for. Now that we have our Le'Veon Bell upgraded to where we want him, the first thing that we could do is equip a team chemistry. As far as this item goes, since Lev Bell only played for 1 team, which just so happens to be the best team, you can only select the Pittsburgh Steelers. But a player like Ndamukong Suh, for example, who played for the Lions, the Dolphins, and currently the Rams, you could select any chemistry that you want for him. And then you're going to be able to select different chemistries according to how many different spots that you have open for your player. So right now we have the Steelers team chemistry, Power Run, and Brawler all equipped to Le'Veon Bell. Brawler being a new type of chemistry that I've only seen for power-up players, which is going to give a boost to ratings such as speed, acceleration, strength, jumping, and agility. You got all that stuff down? I hope so. This is where the good stuff comes in. Say you get tired of your Le'Veon Bell, you see a different running back out there that you want to use. You're going to be able to break your current NAT power-up player down as far as you want. You're going to get your cards and a percent of your training back. Now, I do think you're going to have to incur a little bit of a coin fee whenever you do this, but being able to go from NAT to being able to sell your cards again, I mean, that's awesome, right? Up next is going to be Mutt Squads. It's probably my favorite game mode to play, for sure. What you're going to be able to do with this mode now is go in with 2 of your friends, and you can now challenge your computer. There will be a bunch of games you could do with different difficulties and different weather types. Now, I did get a chance to play some of the more difficult ones because I was wondering how it would be. Would it be really easy? And believe it or not, some of them were actually pretty challenging. So there's going to be a little bit of a competitive aspect that you're going to be able to bring in with your friends, even though you're versing the computer, which I mean, I definitely like that. But like I said, not all these games that you're going to play are going to be a walk in the park. The last thing I want to bring up briefly is the new lineup positions. This is going to be coming to Ultimate Team, and I'm pretty sure franchise also. So any of you franchise guys, well, this is for you too. The first thing that they decided to do was remove unnecessary positions. You know, we have 3rd, 4th, 5th string kick returners that you don't need, 3rd string offensive linemen that never get to hit the field. They're going to do away with those, and like I said, there's going to be new specialist positions. I'm just going to read this off the list, but it's going to include rush defensive end, rush defensive tackle, slot corner, sub linebacker, power halfback, and slot wide receiver. For anyone that actively subs in players for different formations, it's seeming like this could lighten the load for you. I feel like the best example I can give you is, say you have LaShawn McCoy as your starting running back, but in maybe goal line scenarios or 3rd or 2nd down and shorts, you want a bruiser to come in like Marshawn Lynch. You can set him as your power running back, and automatically he's going to come out whenever you need him. Oh yeah, one last thing. No more contracts in Ultimate Team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about everything. If you guys would like to get a little bit more information on Ultimate Team, EA did a blog that has a deep dive about Madden Ultimate Team. There's going to be a link down in the description below. I recommend checking it out if you were looking to get any more information. I'd like to thank you guys for your time. If you wouldn't mind checking out my channel for more Madden content, it'll be right here on the screen. But until then, guys, I will see you later. Peace out.